This video is sponsored by Serious Readers, the lighting company. I've been using their lights now for around 6 months and now use their lamps all of my painting and hobby projects. So as well as the adjustable neck on this, you've also got the head which can rotate around like so, and there's also a ball joint there so you can adjust the light to whichever way you want it to go. So with the lamp, it's adjustable beam. There's a dimmer here, so I can take the lighting down or I can turn it right up, so that's fully controllable. You can also adjust the beam here by turning this and go for wider or narrower spread on the light beam. Then the light is matched to true daylight using the LED daylight wavelength technology. So the great thing about this is whatever you're painting, it's coming through as daylight. It's nice and crisp and clear for your painting, and also finer detail. So recently I've been working on my Adeptus Mechanicus, rebasing and painting up new units for the army. But these lights are fantastic, just figuring that daylight technology. So a true reflection on the colours, fantastic for painting finer detail. No strain on the eyes here, that's the great thing about these lights. On top of that, you've got low heat coming off these because it is LED technology, and low energy use on them as well. So for all your hobby needs, you do need a decent lighting setup. So I'd recommend the Serious Readers lights. These lights are built here in the UK. They come with a 30-day free trial and also a 5-year warranty, and that includes the bulbs as well. So I'll put a link for these lamps in the video description below. And then when you make your purchase, use the code STRIKE7, and that's for any of the lights, the classic light, the Alex light, and the high definition light. And when you use that code, you'll receive a second lamp here. So it's this one here that you can see on the left hand side. So then you'll have the perfect setup for painting, just the cross beam of the two lamps for all of your painting and hobby needs. So check out the link in the video description below. Happy painting and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Space Wolves versus Tyranids. Right, so welcome to this 2000 points game. It is a league battle. Space Wolves to play their second game, and then also the Tyranids as well. So before I run through the list here for the Space Wolves, just call out the patrons at gold level, get names shouted out at the start of all of our games, and also Patronic dice to use at some point during the battle. So that's Andrew Swan, Bjork the Zog Puncher, Carrick Uncle Thrall the Silent King, Lord Commissar Charles Cranford, Chris Comiskey, Chris Heim, Dave Humphreys, Drew Gums, Dylan Moore, Unstoppable, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Maxwell Knuckles, Nathan Paxton, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Sammy Penaneri, Scott Costello, Serg, The Artist, Foreigners, Veej, Travis and Jen, Tyler Schwab, Tyler Summers, and Darren Gardner. So big thanks to them for their support gold level. At the end of the game, I'll call out the silver level patrons, and you can check out the end credits for all the patrons, including those supporting at bronze. So for the Space Wolves here, they have been pro-painted by Siege Studios. Link for them in the video description, but they've done an excellent job here. And this I've kept as a pure Firstborn Space Marines list here for the Space Wolves. And it does okay, but a fresh challenge for them, a tough challenge against the Tyranids in this battle. Battalion detachment is the structure for the force here, running 3 HQ choices. So the first up is Beyond the Fell-Handed across here, the True Claw and the Twin Las Cannon for him. Then running The Wolf Lord here, so the customised Wolf Lord on Thunder Wolf mount. Thunderhammer, Storm Shield being taken for him. And then Warlord Traitor's Imperium Sword, taken from the regular Space Marines Codex. That's +1 strength and attack on the charge. I can reroll his charges as well. Then also giving him Adamantine Mantle for the 5+ Feel No Pain. And then a relic here, it's Pelt the Beowulf here, so -1 to hit and wound rolls in close combat against him. Wolfkin is the saga that he'll be running in this game. Then taking a Rune Priest or Librarian from the Space Marines Codex. Giving him a Plasma Pistol. Relic, Armour of Russ, so 2+ armour save, 4+ invulnerable save, and he forces a unit to fight last. Stormcaller and Instincts Awoken are the 2 psychic powers being taken for him. Then for troops, I need 3 for the battalion, so taking units of Blood Claws. There's a Terminator buried in each of these squads. Squads of 8 with the Terminator, and then 7 Blood Claws. So bolt pistols and chainswords for all the Marines, and the Terminator in each squad. This one here, Power Axe Stormbolter. Twin Lightning Claws for this one, and the one in the middle, Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. And for him. Then onto elites, it's the Murder Fang across here, may well prove to be a very useful unit against these Tyranid creatures. Then taking the Venerable Dreadnought with the Great Fenrisian Axe and the Blizzard Shield. Thunderwolf Cavalry, 2 units of 3, each squad leader's taken a Power Axe. Then 2 units of Long Fangs, squads of 6, 1 Terminator and 5 Marines. The Marines all equipped with bolters, and the Terminator in the middle. Stormbolter, Power Sword, and then the Typhoon Missile Launcher on each of those. And then lastly, I'm still a big fan of these. It's Wolfen, squad of 5. 2 Storm Shields, 2 Thunderhammers in the squad. The leader's got the claws, and then 2 axes, the double-handed axes on each of the other 2 models. So that's the list here for the Space Wolves. They love close combat, but so too do the Tyranids. So just before we run through the list here of the Tyranids, we've been keeping track of the league here just on this whiteboard, so I can update you here what's going on. So these are the fixtures that we've played. This is the one Tyranids against Space Wolves for today. These are the results that have come through. Really, it's all summed up in the table here, just with the points. At the top at the moment is the Orcs. They've played the 2 games, just doing very well indeed. Thousand Sons have performed well. They're in 2nd place. Mike's Necrons have done well in 3rd. Custodes in 4th, then Blood Angels, Drakari, Space Wolves have a game to play, Tyranids have a game to play, so either of these 2 factions looking to push up the table. That is the demarcation zone here where units or armies are going to be relegated. We're going to take the top 8 armies through and then put them into sudden death knockout stage towards the end of the season. The whole idea is to play the final around about Christmas kind of time to establish who will be the season 10 champion. So that's the update for you. I hope to run that in each of the battle reports to give you an idea of what's going on and what is at stake in each of our league battles. And the plan is to run about half of our league games on YouTube and the other half exclusively on YouTube channel memberships. If you want to catch all the action, do become a channel member. Alright, so 2,000 points of Tyranids. Mike Walker will take command here. He's got some battlefield experience against them. I'm running them here in this game, and that just frees me up to run the Space Wolves in this battle. So, double patrol being taken here, so 2 CP being spent on that. It's High Fleet Behemoth. It's +1 strength on the charge if they heroically intervene or they are charged, and their adaptation are going to run here as reroll charges across the board for these units. HQ choices being taken at 1 Tervigon, just here. Then running the Swarm Lord. He has to be the Warlord here, as I've been told in the comment sections. He's the Warlord here for this list. Unstoppable Onslaught is the power they all get, and then Onslaught and Psychic Scream, the 2 psychic powers being taken for him. Then taking a Neurothrope. Warlord trait is Direct Guidance, so it's going to give +1 to the hit rolls for a core unit within range in the command phase. And then Catalyst and Neuroparasite are the 2 psychic powers being taken for the HQ, so that's 3 HQs. Then for troops, I need 2, well, I've taken 3, 2 units of 16, a unit of 17, regular gaunts with their flesh borers. And then really after that, straight into heavies, so plenty of monsters here in this list. An Exocrine across there. Then with Rupture Cannon is the Tyranofex. Then heavily investing in Carnifexes. There's 5 of them here in this list. So 2 shooty close combat Carnifexes here. So enhanced sense is being taken for these. Heavy venom cannons being taken, and also the double crushing claws for those 2. It's a brood of 2. So they deploy together and then can split up and play individually during the game. And then a brood of 3 Screamer Killer Carnifexes here. I have given them all adrenal glands for a bit of boost to their strength. So that's the list here for the Tyranids. They pack a mean punch in close combat, but they also boast some deadly high-powered firepower as well. Looking forward to this one here. 2 very close combat orientated armies. Be fascinating to see how each of these sides get on, whether the Space Wolves will be devoured, or whether it will be the Space Wolves. I won't say they devour the Tyranids, they won't eat them, but they'll happily chop them up. We'll see which way round it goes. We'll go on to scenario and deployment for this 2000 points league battle. Okay, so we have a scenario. It's been randomly determined here from the Warzone Nephilim book. So it's tear down their icons is the mission here. So we're going to play diagonally. Space Wolves over in this left-hand corner. Marked by the Imperial Fist dice, and then over in the other corner will be the Tyranids. Their deployments are marked by the orange dice. There's 5 objectives in this game, 1 dead center, and the rest sort of forming a box around the deployment zone. So there's the central objective, no man's land, home objective for the Space Wolves, no man's land objective, and the other objective is buried in the jungle, right in there, the home objective for the Tyranids. For terrain, I'll call out terrain now. We're going to play these because of their height as obscuring. So there's a cluster of each in each corner. This large piece of terrain across here, I'm going to play that as obscuring as well. Also exposed position as well for that one. Not quite tall enough to just play this as Munitorum armoured container rules. Infantry can shelter behind and gain cover. It's exposed position on top. Same with these Munitorum armoured containers. Going to play these as Munitorum regular rules as well. So infantry again can shelter behind. I'm going to play this as a crater here. And then there's a few boxes and barricades with the usual rules for those scattered across the table. So that's terrain. It's taken hold here for primary objectives. So at the start of each command phase for players, they control 1 or more objective markers, they get 4 points. Then if you control 2 or more, you get another 4 points. And then if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. Then there's also the detonation rules here. So basically you've got to get any unit into the opponent's territory, which is their half of the board. So Tyranids here, if they get a unit into the Space Wolves territory, then they can perform an action to set up these explosives. In return, the opponent can try and defuse them at the end of their movement phase by performing an action. There's a bonus for objective secured units. They're more efficient at doing that quicker, or more efficient at defusing explosives. But at the end of the game, each detonation that takes place, these are all triggered at the end of the battle, and when those detonations take place, it's worth 4 points a time, to a maximum of 15 points per army. So tastes enough, any unit can do it. Big incentive just to get into the opponent's territory and to get those explosives primed. So that's the mission. Each of us will now need to choose 3 secondaries each. Alright, so secondaries have been chosen for both sides. Space Wolves have gone for glory kills here, so points being rewarded for killing stuff. And then a Mighty Saga being taken. That's the Warlord getting points for killing stuff, also holding on to objectives, or being near an objective outside of the deployment zone. And then Retrieve Nachman data being, or Nephilim data being taken here. Tyranids have done the same, so both going for that one. That's performing actions in table quarters. Engaging all fronts, Mike has taken an assassination as well. The Space Wolves do have 4 characters here, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. So assassination being taken to pick up some points for bringing those down. So that secondary is chosen for both sides. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game's battle mat is from gamemat.eu, and also using their desert base terrain set here, which I've sprayed and modified to go with our desert terrain, but it fits in nicely on this board as well. So that's these terrain pieces across here, that larger one across there as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats, all shapes and sizes, double-sided mats available from them as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats, all shapes and sizes, and also pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Link in the video description below. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. Space Wolves gone for a fair bit of spread here across the board, just with the secondaries and objectives on the table. Going quite heavy on this flank, expecting trouble from the Tyranids on that side, and it's a chance perhaps to push through. So Bloodclaws unit, that's the Thunderhammer Terminator in the middle of that squad. They've deployed on the right hand side. Just behind them is Bjorn the Fell-Handed. He's a character Dreadnought, he'll be protected. Then the regular Venerable Dreadnought just behind them. One unit of cavalry at the back, but leading from the front here, but just tucked behind the Bloodclaws models, is the Wolf Lord. On home objective, unit of Long Fangs. They have a unit of Long Fangs over on the left hand side, getting ready to move out onto that objective. They have been joined by one of the squads of cavalry. Orphan, just across here. And then Bloodclaws, Murder Fang, and then also the Rune Priest. And then for the Space Wolves, again, just with the secondaries here for Nephilim data, we put a squad of these into reserve. It's Cunning of the Wolf's been played, so they've now gained the outflank ability for 1 CP. So command points wise, Space Wolves down to just 1 here, but at the start of each turn, players will start bringing command points in. We do have Phoenix Swords here. It's a top level of support on the channel for YouTube channel membership, so they will get their name shouted out here, and also allocated to units to follow around during the game. Looking for glory. Serg we've put onto the Wolf Lord. Michael Fryer, diehard Space Marine player, onto Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Longbow BB has gone on to Murder Fang for this game. Chef, his requirement is something choppy, so he's gone on to the Wolfen here in this battle, and then something sneaky for JP, so we put him onto the Cunning of the Wolf stratagem squad here with the outflank ability. So that's Space Wolves deployment. We'll go around the other side of the table. You can see the deployment for the Tyranids. So deployment for the Tyranids here, clustered together more towards the left hand side. Over in the far corner is the Exocrine and the Swarm Lord. Then Big Mama here with 2 squads positioned here. Screamer Killers, I think they're looking to get the plus 2-inch bonus from her at the start of the game. So they're that brood 1, 2, 3. 2 more Carnifexes here, sheltering behind the obscuring terrain with the Tyrannifex. Neurothrope just at the back, and Mike 2 has also paid a CP to put these into reserve to bring them on. I think that's for the Nephilim data secondary. So that's deployment done for both sides. Okay. Hunters on both sides here. Instincts will take over at some point, I'm sure, and we'll see blood, guts, claws, spikes, and chitin flying into the air, lumps of teeth and so on, probably somewhere around here. We'll see what happens. Much at stake for both sides. I think both armies have lost their first game, yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Space Wolves did okay, but they lost. They picked up a fair amount of points, not too bad. It was 65 points in their first game, but they did lose the battle. Tyranids didn't do very well at all. Only got 20 points. So both sides need to get a real good, strong performance here to stand a chance. I think the most chance here is for the Space Wolves. If they get a win and a nice lot of points, that'll catapult them up the table and may well see them through to the knockout stage here. Tyranids fighting for survival in the league because of their defeat in their previous game. So we'll roll up to see who goes first. Mike will take the orange Xenos dice, a little bit nervous about that. I'll take the Imperial Fist dice. After you.
Oh, okay.
Xenos dice, it's a 4, not bad at all. And we've rolled a 3. Okay, Tyranids will go first. Don't think Mike wanted to go first here. It's not always advantageous. We'll get to see what the Tyranids do. The Space Wolves, Tyranids just reacting with unstoppable instinct. Space Wolves more the cunning of the wolf in play here. Tyranids to go first. Their turn 1 next. Alright, so turn 1 movement is complete here for the Tyranids. I think Mike would rather have gone second here, but he's moved out regardless. So Swarmlord has swung around here and gone behind this obscuring terrain, just to lurk for a while at least. Then using the +2 move bonus once per game from the Tervagon, that's been used up. So some models have moved out nice and quick, not advancing it, but just a regular move. All the bonuses are being added on for this unit of gaunts. They've been given by the Swarmlord, they count as an extra model for objectives secured, so they're well and truly on that objective now. Been given +1 to the hit rolls from the Tervagon, and also reroll hit rolls from the Swarmlord, so they've really been helped out here. Now with Scorch Bugs in the extra 6-inch range, they'll find themselves nicely in range of some Space Wolf targets. Then Exocrine has moved out across in this direction. Phoenix Lords for the Tyranids, I don't think we called those out. So Chris Comiskey's gone on to Swarmlord for this game. Amy Almo onto the Exocrine. And then round the other side here, we'll just cover movement and Phoenix Lords. So 1, 2, 3 Screamer Killers making their move with a +2 bonus. Mike can position those within range of the Tervagon. Daniel Cunningham, Phoenix Lord, is on this one here, further towards the back. Lucas Brown's gone into this shooty Carnifex, moving through, just regular move from that. Gaunts have shifted across from there to here and performed the first Nephilim data. And then across here, the Neurophropes advanced and moved up. Mike split with the shooting Carnifexes, so either side of the terrain. Ben Shaw, Phoenix Lord, has been located onto this one, and the Tyrannifex has swung around, getting ready to fire across in this direction. So movement's done for the Tyranids. There is some ground to cover, early stages of the game, but they do have some decent firepower in range. Yeah, movement's done. We'll go on to Psychic phase next. There are some Psychic powers available. Gaunts. Mike wants this unit to survive as much as possible, so Catalyst is going to be played on those. I'm out of range to stop it, so it's down to Mike's dice rolling. Here it comes. Don't want to put you off. 3, sorry. Is it worth the command reroll? Mike's got 3 CP here. Space Wolves have 2, so both quite low. But 5+ for no pain on 16, 17 models may prove useful enough. If you do take damage, she can rebirth 2d6 a turns. That's something else to bear in mind. Oh, he's going to spend it. And
6. I need a 6.
Got it. Oof, just about right. So that goes off. 5+ feel no pain on the gaunts. It's very caring of you to such an obscure unit here, but Mike wants them to survive here, so he cares for his flock, or herd, or swarm. Horde of Tyranids here. Unstoppable Onslaught onto here, just in case it finds itself in close combat, maybe. That's going to go off on a 7, so that power can be activated. And that's pretty much it, out of range of Smite and other abilities, so I think the Psychic phase finished. Yeah, Smite's range 18, it's stopping about here. Neuroparasite out of range as well. So Psychic phase finished, we'll go on to Shooting phase. Range shouldn't be too much of an issue, there are some big guns, nicely in range, plenty of Space Wolf targets. Right, Scorch Bugs being played to get most of these gaunts in range. 12 of them can fire across here against the Blood Claws. Needing 3s because of the +1 to hit rolls, and it's re-rollable as well, so hitting very well indeed. That's the Xenos dice. Oh, okay. So 9 hits coming through. It's going to be 3s to wound. They're coming in at strength 6 actually. It's loads. Yeah. Arm of Contempt will help. To 8, I think, in total. Yeah. Okay. So Arm of Contempt, so we'll just take 3 up armor saves, and I'm not going to put it on the Terminator. So, looking for... Ouch. Scorch Bugs. Nice shooting. 2 Marines brought down, and a wound on another. Good shooting from the Gaunts. Right, shooting an Exocrine across here. So, we're just checking the rules for Blast, because it's D3 plus 6. There's 6 models there. You get a minimum of 3 shots coming through, but it's already guaranteed 6 shots coming through, so you don't, it doesn't automatically make the D3 into 3. So Mike does need to roll. He's got maximum though anyway, so that's, oh boy, it's going to be 9 shots. They all might need to shelter behind the storm shield here. So here it comes. God, this unit's been targeted heavily. 3s for hits. Yeah, it's excellent. Just the 2 misses. It's going to be 2s to wound. This is going to hurt. Okay, there's 1. Has failed. The rest make it through. 6. The AP minus is nasty enough.
-4, yeah.
There's -4. -3, 6s. Oh boy, about to lose stuff. So I've got a model that's taken a wound already, so I'm going to roll on him to see if he survives. No, he's a goner, so that leaves 5 remaining. God dear, I could try and keep the Terminator. It's painful stuff. I'll try and keep the Terminator alive. So 4 models here. I'm going to try and get 6s, which we do. We get 2, but we lose 2 more. And then the last one I can roll on one of those models again. Needing a 6. No, all right. So we lose all of them except 2. We've kept the Terminator alive. I don't know how many invuns he would have passed. I just sort of need to know. Dead. Right. Okay. Right, so perhaps I think we did do it the right way around, but that squad's been decimated here. Heavy stuff, heavy firepower coming through, and a dangerous amount of damage caused so far. Yeah, 8 shots with the Stinger salvo. This is from the Turbogon into the squad, been targeted again. Looking for 3s.
That's all good, isn't it?
And 3s again, 4 wounds.
Nope.
Oh, none. Okay. Tyranid next with the bioplasmic cannon, I think it's called, or Scream. It fires from its mouth here, the Screamer Killer, and it's going to go into here. It's going to be D6 with a minimum of 3 shots. I think it's a blast weapon. Mike didn't advance, so he can...
It is a blast, man.
Yeah, okay, here it comes. D6 number of shots. Guarantee 3. 5. Looking for 4s.
Just the 1?
Yeah, 2's to wound.
Nope.
No, right, okay, didn't go through. Right, okay, so Tyranid across the other side of the board. So the situation has arisen here. This is really why Mike was targeting this unit. They're now no longer protecting these characters, so mission accomplished, well done. Mike's going to now shoot against Bjorn the Fell-Handed with a rupture cannon. This could be spectacular. So it's Dave Humphries first to the Patreons here to roll up to see how successful this will be.
First one.
Yeah, well, you can roll them all, but this is... Yikes. Okay, Dave's dice made it. Is it worth the command reroll for the shot? Is now the conundrum that Mike has landed himself in. D6 plus 4, yeah.
Toughness.
7 or 8, I'll find it. It's going to...
7 and 1 then on 2s.
Oh, right, gotcha. Yeah, he is toughness 8.
Yeah, I'm something like.
He's going to do it. He's going to spend the CP. Much must be risked in war. A single shot needing 3. Dave Humphries. Oh. Missed. All right, a single wound. A single hit needing a 3 to wound. That's gone through. What is the minus? 4, I think.
-4, D6 plus 4.
Right. So Bjorn the Fair-Handed starts on a 3. Arm of Contempt's going to help out a little bit. I'll go Patronic on this one. Something glorious. Andrew Swan. Die-hard Imperial player. A 6 would be so helpful. No. A 1. I can't. Come on, reroll that. So hit me with your damage.
I'm going to go with the Dave.
It's Dave Humphries to try and redeem himself here on the single dice. 2. So what is that? 2 plus...
D6 plus 4.
D6 plus 4, right. So that's 6 wounds. -1 for Eternal Duty Eternal. So that leaves 5. And then I'm going to go for 5 plus 2 no pains. And we get 3. You can't blame the Xenos dice for that. Okay, just the 2 wounds taken. Bjorn lives. All right, maybe next time, Mike. Maybe next time with that gun. So, yeah, we've got a Carnifex range 36. Ooh, shorter range. Can it stretch to that corner? Through there, it could. Maybe line of sight might be an issue, or can it stretch across over here? There is some range. All right, there are targets for it. That's all right. Yeah, no, we're going to do this Carnifex here, actually. It can see through to the Venerable Dreadnought. So it's going to be straight 3 shots. +1 to the hit rolls, so it's actually on 2s.
Yeah.
For its hits, combine that with enhanced senses. Just don't roll any. 3s to wound, strength 9. 1 makes it through. We'll take our 4+ invulnerable save. We're definitely going to go Patronic on that one. We'll kick off with Lord Commissar Charles Cranford. Now, I've got to be careful with him because he is also a Tyranids player, but he protects the Imperium this time on a 5. Blocked with the Blizzard Shield. Tanks the hit. Okay. The last one, yeah. So what's the options here? Thunderwolf Cavalry, I'm guessing, is the natural choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, damage 4. It's a decent weapon against them.
Yeah.
3 shots, needing 3s. And here comes the wound. Yeah, okay. So the wound comes through. 1 wound. 4+ invulnerable save. We'll go Paul Cook, Imperial player, to try and block this. Be so useful if we can. Yeah. Come on, reroll, because it's going to kill a cavalryman. It's like 50 points down the drain. If we can block. Oh, Paul refuses to help. A yelp sounds, cries out, echoes across the battlefield as one of the Thunderwolf cavalrymen is removed from play. Firepower done.
Firepower done, yeah.
No charges. Turn
damage.
comes to an end. All right, turn comes to an end. Yeah, they're gone. They've been removed from play. Fouled morale. Remove the model and then roll a 1. For the Terminator, so he's decided to go as well, leaving the battlefield, much to the disgust of his other Space Wolf brethren. So that's that squad wiped out entirely. Good work with the shooting from the Tyranids. Right, so turn 1 comes to an end here. Not too bad from the Tyranids. They've made their move. It's not a huge surge ahead. There is still some distance. Space Wolves have got a choice to make. Do they try and push up as far as they can? In which case, it may well hand the initiative back over to the Tyranids. Do they hold back to some degree? But then there's the whole tactics and mission in mind. Holding back may not be too much of a good idea. Space Wolves may need to restrain themselves. Go more for the cunning hunt here as opposed to giving in to their instinct just to go straight after the Tyranids. We'll see. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Space Wolves next. So yeah, tough decisions here. What to do? It's that kind of limbo whether to go in or not. There's a possible charge with these. They made their advance. There's Swift Claw, I think's the it's a description for those where they're able to advance a charge. So we've gone 14 inches in total. There's a 9-inch charge across here. If they do go in, they may well leave him behind and then create problems for him being shot at and so on. Tyranid firepower, the heavy guns, they are dangerous and intimidating here for the Space Wolves. Dreadnoughts, Bjorn's moved up. In front of him now is the Venerable Dreadnought pushing through. Advanced with these, they've made it to the centre and have claimed that objective in the middle, which tactically is useful enough. Murderfang's moved up behind, just a regular move taking place here from the Rune Priest. Moving up here would advance with the Wolfen to back up, holding position here. No neck or Nephilim data being done at this stage because I need the firepower. Moving up with these to claim the objective. Thunderwolf Cavalry have claimed the objective. We're up against big guns over in that corner, so we may well just go for the camping out option onto that objective to hold it for as long as possible during the game. So that is movement done. We'll go into Psychic Phase next. So we'll go for Smite. Try and hurt the Carn effects if we can. That's going to go off on a 6. So Mike can try and deny that if he wants to. Well, we've got the ability to generate light cover to protect the models, perhaps a little bit within range of the Rune Priest, and also Instincts Awoken is the other power that we have. Yeah, no, so Mike's going to try and block this Smite.
So I need a 7.
Yeah, it's doable. 7.
Yeah.
Gets a 10. Blocked. Okay, 1 power left. So I'll go for Stormcaller, and that will go off. So Ultra value of 6 manifested since the start of the next psychic phase. While the unit is within 6 inches of the psych, they receive the benefits of light cover. It's an aura ability, it counts for everybody. So primarily to protect these, to keep them alive, or help to keep them alive for as long as possible, perhaps from shooting coming through. So that is the psychic phase finished. Shooting phase, yes, we do have some. Right, we'll go here. 1 bolt is in range, so that's still. And then the Burning the Cherub and Signum. So +1 to hit rolls, I'm going to fire twice with the Typhoon Missile Launcher. We'll go into this Carnifex. It's going to be tough enough. We'll do bolters first of all, so that's still 2 shots. That's it. And no wound. Now we'll go for Patronic Help. Tyler Schwab is a Necron player. He's good at getting 4+. So, 2s. Don't want any 1s. Alright, we've got ourselves 2 hits. Now we're looking for 3s to wound. Tyler Schwab 4+. He's done it, okay. AP -2, AP -3. So 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 ups to block. Okay, we've got ourselves we're in a good situation here, but it all depends now on Mike's armor saves here. 5+. Yeah, Mike's going to Travis and Jen, so they can get 1 roll each to block. 4+. So Travis first.
Travis?
He blocks his, and Jen to block hers. Oh, come on. Yeah. What kind of damage would that have been? A 6 and a 1. Yeah. Would have been a 1 and a 5, so it would have been 6. So it would have been decent enough. Right, fire again. Oh, missed. Yeah, I didn't wound. Blast. God, burnt the cherub. Fired twice. 0 impact. Yeah, 1 did go through. Hold it right there. I was kicking myself, but actually, one of them did make it through. So we'll roll up a d6 damage. It is a 1. God, can I have the orange dice back, please? So I'll put 1 wound on the card effects here, but it's very, very much alive here. There's hardly a scratch on the wretched beast. Right, we'll do the same again. We'll burn the cherub, and we'll fire twice. We'll go into the nicely in range there. We'll go into the card effects. Yep. 3s this time because we moved. We'll stick with these dice. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. 2 saves of 5+. Mike will go Patronic for his saves. Darren Gardner, 2 saves of 5+. Just let these go through. Oh. 1 goes through. D6 damage. 5 -1. Not bad. 4 wounds caused. Not too bad. So we're going to fire again. We'll turn to Chris Heim, Imperial players. Plenty of Space Marine friends to call upon here at this stage. Missed. Friends. Oh dear. It's that bickering, bitter rivalry between Space Marine chapters is what's messing this up here. It is silly. Space Marines need to put aside their differences and just get on here, especially in the face of Tyranids here. Yeah, no, just checking. Chris Heim, General Imperial player, Space Marines, and Sisters of Battle. So no specifics there, but failed to get our hits. All right, so firepower from those done. Just looking around to see if there's anything else. Yes, it's beyond the fell-handed. Where do I fire? I should fire at that, but there's that exocrine. Don't like that beast. I fire at the beast, the exocrine. 2s. Oh, please, 1 miss. 4s to wound. We do get it. 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up. Another 5 up.
Yeah.
Okay, Patronic key on it to keep the danger away.
I do.
Nathan Paxton.
Yeah.
5+ to block. This will be a straight d6 if it goes through.
Oh.
It doesn't block, so we'll roll our damage.
Oh.
It's whole face and 6. We'll take that. I think you start on 17 wounds, but that's a hefty chunk of damage caused. Yeah, no, 15 wounds it starts on. It's dropping down to 9 wounds. Hasn't affected the bracket, but a fair bit of damage coming through. Shooting phase is now finished. Charges, going to say no. So turn comes to an end for the Space Wolves here. We're just in that sort of scary, don't know which way this is going to go moment here. We're going to hand over to the Tyranids. We could see a heap of stampeding beasts going in against the Space Wolves. I've tried to compensate for that as much as I can, just with layers of protection here, but things, I think, are about to... We'll go up to the next level here as the combats. This is what this game will be all about, will be the close combats. And I think we may well see a heap of those coming through on turn 2 for the Tyranids. There's no points coming through, but points are going to start flooding through, no doubt, turn 2 onwards. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Tyranids. Here we go. It's their turn 2 next. Alright, so movement done for the Tyranids on turn 2. This is where it's all going to kick off here. There's multiple units lining up for charges, so emerging from behind the terrain. The Swarmlord is now in position. A 6-inch charge, I reckon. Hasn't advanced or anything, just a straight 6-inch charge to go in against the Thunderwolf cavalry. Across here, pushing forwards, following up with the Tervigon at the start of the command phase. She blessed these, a +1 to the hit rolls, and then again granting them an extra +1 on the objective secured, so that they're doubling up here with these. Gave birth to that squad of 10. They've then performed as Nachman data in that table quarter, so that's 2 table quarters now, and points will kick in. And for that, Ready to fire here with more artillery support from the Exocrine. It gaunts across the other side. You can see position there behind the terrain. Carnifexes bursting forward. 1, 2, 3 of those poised and ready to get stuck into close combat. Multiple options for them. And then following up is one of the shooty Carnifexes, which has been blessed with +1 to the hit rolls, and Neurophrope moving up behind the barricades. And then around the other side of the board, Tyranids in position to fire again, and Carnifex pushing forwards again, ready to fire. So I think the Tyranids have the advantage here, but we'll see. We'll go on to their psychic phase next. So on psychic phase here, if you like the look of the Space Wolves, they have been painted up by Siege Studios. A link for them in the video description below, but they've done an excellent job. And I've tried to keep the Space Wolves like first spawn only. I think it fits nicely with them. And there's some tweaks and some adjustments to make with this list, but happy enough with them. Just talking about them whilst they're mostly alive at this stage. We'll go on to psychic phase here. So I can deny one, but Mike's got a lot of options here. This is Catalyst, right? Yep. Okay. Nope. It doesn't go off on a 3. Okay. Mike's got 2 CP. We've actually got 3. 1 point of precious here for a variety of stratagems. The Catalyst is also useful.
Oh.
Plus, if it goes off, I could try and deny it as well. Yeah. But the 5+ feel no pain is useful enough.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Alright, come on, reroll. Well, that's gone off on a 7. I'll try and deny it. Where's it going on to?
The Swamp Road.
Right, yeah. Synaptic link range. Just jumping across here to him. Yeah, I'm going to try and deny it. It's quite big. We certainly do not. So that has gone off. Yeah, 5+ feel no pain. Now on the Swarm Lord, who's tough enough as it is, but now ignores wounds on 5+. The second power is going to be Neuroparasite coming from the Neurophrope. It's going to go into these. I can't stop it now. So Mike's just rolled a 5 because he should have been rolling 3d6 because the Neurophrope blessed itself. So 5 and 2 would have made 7. So you didn't need to do the command reroll. So you can have that CP back. I attempted to block it and fouled. That still remains the same. So we're all good. Second power is now going to be rolled on 3d6. Neuroparasite. And that's going to go off. I can't stop it. It's trying to roll above my toughness, so it's going to be 5. No, it's 8 actually. 7 Marines plus the Terminator, so 8 dice. 5 and 6 is mortal wounds. Oh, there's bugs in there. Oh, no. The Xenos dice. Give those back, it's because I'm 5. Oh, boy. 1, 2. 3. Oh boy. Losing Marines fast. Okay, decent result then. Excellent work from Neuroparasite. Way better than Smite in that case. Okay, so next. So Sim finished. She's got 1.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 coming from here as well. Plus Smite could pay a CP to manifest an extra psychic power. Neuroparasite's been used, so it's pretty much Smite or Unstoppable Onslaught. Just checking.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, Unstoppable Onslaught from here onto the Storm Lord.
Nope.
No.
I'll leave it.
I'll leave it, okay. And then let's take it, we're going to go for Smite across here.
Yep.
Okay, here it comes, into 5. It goes off, nothing I can do. D3 mortal wounds. Straight 3, ouch. And then Psychic Scream. Mike rolls well here. It's going to take out one of these cavalrymen. We'll do that one there at the back.
Yep.
That goes off. It's D3 mortal wounds. Oh no, you're joking. Maxed out again. So dead and 2 wounds on another. That is horrific damage coming through. I kind of built him for that, to have the ability to double up with mortal wounds. Alright, psychic phase, highly effective here. We'll go on to shooting phase next, which might be just as potent. Scorch Bug's being played again. This squad across here, going after the Marines. So, 16 shots this time, all of them in range with Scorched Bugs, just generating the extra 6 inches.
16, yeah?
Yeah, looking for 3s, because they begin +1 to their hit rolls by the Turbogon. Okay, 3s to wound. This looks like 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I think I'm on 2 ups because Armour of Contempt ignores the -1, and then I'm in light cover. So I'll take the 2s quite happily. One does still get through, so we'll lose that Marine that's already wounded. So one of them goes. Like so. I think we've taken 3 casualties so far. The screen's holding now. It's still protecting those characters, just about, but it's been whittled down quickly enough. Yeah, Stinger Salvos, yeah, 8 shots. This is coming from Big Mama. Again, Mike's trademark in this game has been targeting specific units here, all firepower. It's proved useful last turn. He's doing it again here. 3s. And then we're looking at 3s again at strength 5. Tyranids aren't too bad with Dakar. 4. 2 ups again. Good job. God. 1 wound comes through. Could have been 4. But thanks to the storm that's brewing, it's protecting models. Yeah, I will go to that one there. It takes the wind. D6 shots from this one.
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes. Mike just needs to kill a couple more models to clear that screen to get to those characters. They've missed because you're on 4s. The next one.
Next one, yeah.
Okay, rinse and repeat. Number of shots. That's better. Okay, this is Bioplasmic Scream. 4s. Just the 1. 2s to wound.
Yep.
Alright, I think it's a 5 to block with Armour of Contempt and light cover. No, so it's going to be a dead Marine. So there's now 4 left. Casualties heavy on that squad in the middle. And 1 more.
Yeah.
Same again.
Yeah.
D6. 3.
Hit on 3s this time. No. So.
4s, no, this is the Screamer Killer. They're all hit. 2s to wound. This could break the screen. All winded. 5s to save. Patronic, need help. Peter ammo for this one. 2 5s or 6s would be fantastic. Just to try and protect the screen. No, it's going to kill another model. So now we're losing the screen. Oh, pain. Oh dear. So there's a point where he can break in now. There's more firepower to come. The heavy guns haven't really been used yet. We've still got that.
Mm-hmm.
Him and the 2 Carnifex. There's firepower galore here for the Tyranids. Alright. Just going to go for it.
Yeah.
Extra Crone's going to bombard these. So far, Phoenix Lords are all alive and happy at this stage, but that's a ticking time bomb here. It's not going to last too long. D3 plus 6. 7 shots. Just need 1 success here and to remove that model. Mike has the idea of it be a 9-inch charge, but potentially going first against him.
So
3s for hits. Okay. 3s for wounds, actually. Strength, fate, toughness 5. 4 make it through. Invuln saves, here we go. That's the potential to wipe out that squad, depending on what we roll here. Yeah, I'm getting annoyed. It's the Raycross dice. Here we go. So, first one, 4+. Yeah. We'll keep rolling here. The next one. Oh, no, please. And what will the next one be? Oh, no, no. And the last one. Oh. Yeah, goodbye, Wolves. God, artillery for the Tyranids has been mightily good in this game. They are bouncing back strong in this battle. Right, screen's removed. Swarmlord, if he goes in, it'll be dream come true to take on the Wolf Lord here. Okay, next, there's still plenty of heavy guns to come. Mm-hmm. Right, next bit of firepower. This is dastardly stuff here. So, Carnifex, this one, going to fire at Murderfang. Mike can see him. He's not protected now. 2s, yeah? +1 to hit rolls. I was going to do Smoke Screen, but Murderfang doesn't have it. 3s to wound. Just the one. Okay. AP minus.
Oh.
I think I'm going to get a 5-up save here.
-3.
-3 becomes -2. Yeah, 5 up. Scott Costello. Blood Angels player. Blood Angels like Space Wolves. Yeah. Damage 4, damage 3. God, just let it go. Let it go. It's taking the damage there. It's Longbow BB. Dropping down to 5 wounds left, but still alive. I will still fight at full effect. Right, next.
My last 2 big ones.
Yeah, across the other side. So the rest of the main firepower is over the other side of the table. There's the Tyranid, ridiculous sized gun. Going in against, well, there's a variety of targets. Here you can see Murderfang. Do it. It's okay. I don't mind. Just you can go Patronic on this if you really want to hit home hard on this one.
Score points on it.
There's not many Tyranid players around. Xenos, there's artist formerly known as Vij. You could turn to him. 1000 Suns. Ooh, okay. 3 shots. Needing 3s. If Murderfang goes, that'll rip the heart out of the Space Wolves attack here. Looking for 3s. 2 misses. 2s to wound though. Mike might search for that extra hit. His final CP. The artist formerly known as Vij says no, betrayed by the 1000 Suns here, and then the wound just don't roll a 1. Oh no! And that's what you could have used the command reroll for. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right, and what would the damage have been against 3 plus 4? 7 minus 1 dead. Yeah, you would have killed him. Right, last bit of firepower is going to be the Carnifex across the other side. That's some regular shooting, so 3 shots need 3s. It's going to go against the Thunderwolf Cavalry. The 2 of them are over there on the objective. 3s for hits. Missed for 2.
Yeah, it's going downhill now.
And that's your roll to win? Fine, okay. So 4 plus invulnerable save. And we'll turn to Nicholas Lucas, Imperial player, but not Custodes. Oh, they're failing me today. No. 4 damage.
Yeah.
All right. So 1 dead cavalryman, but 1 does remain on the objective. I think firepower's complete. Anybody else? Looking complete here. Space Wolf casualties, look at that lot. And the Tyranids, that's a reserve unit. I've not killed a model yet.
No.
Okay, well, we can only improve on that, hopefully. We'll go on to charges next. There's lots of charges available. We have saved our CP, so there is the danger of the interrupt play. We all may want you to roll this to see what you get. Capture this moment on camera. She's going to go for it.
Yeah.
Here it comes. You can Patronic to pass the blame on to someone else if you want to.
Yes, I'm going to go Zerg.
Zerg, alright. 9 inches will do. It's rerollable. 10, typical. Just sense it's your day today. In he goes. But hobby-wise, it's great to see these 2 fights. It is great to see them fighting. All right, so that's 1 charge, a risky charge that has gone ahead. This is going very, very well for the Tyranids. This Carnifex is poised to charge multi-targets here. All sorts of targets available. Yeah. He can shut models. He can shut 1 enemy unit down, so be careful with that one. So he's dangerous enough. Okay, charges here. It's pretty much gone according to plan. This charge was made, which we saw. Gaunt's a real stretch charge. They made it across here to tie him up, to stop him from directly intervening and moving off. It may well bog Bjorn down for quite a while, actually. Charging in here, this Carnifex against the Venerable Dreadnought. This Carnifex has come across from around here, Daniel Cunningham, going into what's left of the Blood Claws, and then charging in across against the Blood Claws as well with this one. We've then heroically intervened for free, just the normal 3-inch move of both of these, that's Murderfang, and plus the Rune Priest going in. He's then elected to shut this unit down, so that has to wait to the end of the phase. The idea is just to try and help Murderfang get his hits in. But that's charges taking place. This is the point. We pointed to that part of the board where we knew the fighting would take place. This is nasty stuff here. Triple Screamer Killer. Fighting against multiple Space Wolves units. Dreadnoughts versus Carnifexes here. This is classic 40k. Mike could pick a combat. So you could go first down here if he wants to. You could go first across here. This one's shut down. I doubt that's not very important. You can leave that one. So really it's a choice between these 2. Which to go after. Both targets are tough enough. He's tough. So too is the Venerable Dreadnought with the Blizzard Shield. So not easy combat to see for these Tyranid units. It's difficult to call here. Our Space Wolves can bite back well enough. We'll see what happens. But this could be quite a decider here. These upcoming combats. Make or break. We reckon the survivability of the Stormlord's pretty good. So Mike's not going to go first with him. Instead, this Carnifex has no invuln to save, and this Dreadnought could cause a fair bit of trouble with that great axe. So it's the Carnifex across here to fight first. So Venerable Dreadnought against the Screamer Killer Carnifex. Very classic 40k this. Looking forward to seeing what happens. Mike gets 10 attacks. +1 for Adrenal Glands. Hitting on 3s. Here we go. So 1s and 2s are foul, and there's a fair few. The beast stumbles here in the face of the Venerable Dreadnought, blessed by the Emperor. 3s to wound. A good recovery. 4 make it through. Just going to go straight to my invulnerable save of 4+. Huge roll. Marcus Anthony. Yeah, he's a Tyranids player. We'll go Maxfield Knuckles. Mr. Knuckles. Help us. Blah! Blizzard Shield. Ha! Right, 3 damage. 6 up, feel no pain. Oh, what an insult. Blocked another. Just the 2 wounds take on the Venerable Dreadnought. Standing like a stone wall. Yeah, just correcting that. So what we done was, that was the result that I rolled. And then I then said on a 1 or a 2, we'll ignore that 6 that came through, but I rolled a 6. So we take that one away, and that's the result that came through because of the -1 damage against the Dreadnought. So it's actually just the 1 wound we've taken, dropping down to 7. Venerable Dreadnought, solid as a rock. We could try and interrupt play here, maybe, for 2 CP. I think we should be foolish not to. Yeah, alright. My prediction's to cause 2 wounds against this thing, but we're going to fight anyway. We'll interrupt play and see what we can do, but yeah, it's 2 CP to do it. Alright, here we go. Going to regret this. 2 CP spent not to do too much, but yeah, we have to do it right. So 4 attack space, then we were charged for Space Brains. Looking for 2s. Yeah. You get the bonus if you are charged or perform a heroic intervention, or if you make a charge. So that's all hit. That's good. We're then going to try and go for 4s to wound, I believe, because we're strength 4 times 2, toughness 8 on him. We don't get Imperium Sword because we didn't charge. Oh, jeez. Okay, 2 make it through. So I cannot spend any more CP. So those 2 make it through. And then it's 4+ invulnerable saves first, because your blade parry kicks in when you fail a save. So actually try and get to make both attempts here. You can patronikize these. Too late, 5/5. God, son of a God. Give me strength. Oh, man. Okay, we'll try and attack back with a Thunderwolf Cavalry Mount. God, this is painful. 3 additional attacks with this. See if we can scratch him a little bit. Hit him. No wounds. Nothing. 0. Didn't even need the blade parry. Okay, your turn to fight here. Boy, he's met his match. He has met his match. Now strike back, and if you bring me down, it's going to put fear into the hearts of the Space Horse here if they see their beloved noble brought down, the wretched Swarmlord. No, you can hold off. Sorry, fight with something else first. So there's this kind of X across here. 11 attacks, Screamer Killer, going into the Blood Claws. I may as well fight first against them. Potential wipeout available. Looking for 3s. This Carnifex is relishing the fight here in the centre of the table. Space Sword struggling to match them. Looking for 3s. Looking for 2s. We might survive here. We've got the Terminator still alive. It's a full house there on that roll. 6 coming through. AP -3. He's AP -2. Yeah. Okay, we'll try and go for 2 saves on regular Marines. 1 survived. We'll put another wound on him. He's still survived. Come on. He's not survived. Okay, so that's 4 wounds used up in total. That just takes those away. The models are even pinning my boys in place. And then 2 rolls on the Terminator. Needing 4s. Marcus Anthony. I will trust another Imperial player. Yeah. Oh, objective secured, right? Got it. Come on, reroll. Marcus Anthony. Come on, 4+. Oh, wipe out. Oh, I've been butchered here. Absolutely butchered. Have I killed a model yet? Nope. Okay, keep going. Oh boy, are we going to strike back? I'm guaranteed to kill something. I think. Should be able to. Right, so now Mike's free to fight with the...
Gaunts.
Yeah, Gaunts. They charge, of course, yeah. Alright, wrap and trap around here for Beyond the Fell-Handed. It's clever, isn't it? Use your powerful combat units, take on some stuff, and then just wrap up the rest. This is good tactical stuff here from Mike. So we're looking for 4s. Yeah, we'll check the Turvagon rule just before you calculate that. It says +1 to the hit rolls. Whether that's universal, whether it's just for shooting, we'll just have a little look. Yeah, it's range attacks only, so just the 4s will be hits. It's not made too much difference, only 1 3 in that. 5s to wound. No, 6s to wound. Strength 3. Nothing. Okay. So now it's here. Okay, I think it's 9 attacks. This wretched thing.
9 base, yeah.
Right, just going to check. I've got a relic here that might well be granting me -1 to the hit rolls, -1 to the wound rolls. He's quite tough here, the Wolf Lord. 2 to hit becomes 3, so it is -1 to hit rolls. This is Pelt of the Beowulf. See if this helps. 1s and 2s will fail. So it's stopped one of them from coming through. Yeah, looking for 3s to wound becomes 4s to wound for Pelt of the Beowulf. And that has helped a little bit. There's only 1 3 in there. 4.
3.
3 have come through. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll take 4+ invulnerable saves. I will just keep trusting them. No. We'll go... Yeah, this is weird. I'm going to take the Chris Comiskey dice. Against Chris Comiskey. We need a strange thing to happen. 4 pluses. Ew. Just... Right, okay, so that's gone through. It's a total of 6 damage. So we'll then take our 5+ Feel No Pain for Adamantine Mantle. 1. So I'm going to take 5 wounds. I'm still alive, but gravely wounded here by the Swarm Lord. Classic combat, this one. So cool. But we are outclassed here by this wretched Swarm Lord. Okay, well, we know he's going to fight last, so I'll swing. You're all done with combats, right? Yeah, so I'm just going to fight back with all of these. Okay, the Venerable Dreadnought with the Fenrisian Great Axe. Quite fancy his chances here. Hitting on 2s, +1 to the hit rolls, -1 because of the axe. We'll go for the cleave, the D3 +3 damage. So, all hit except 1. Now try and wound on 3s. This is a very important roll. Alrighty, not bad. 3 make it through. Even -3. 2 up. 3 up, 4 up, 5 up. Yeah, this is a big roll here. If 2 successes go through, Samuel Penaneri, 3 dice and even 5s.
Nope.
Triple 4. I think he died. So it's 4 and 4 and 5. Which becomes 3, 3,
6.
4, 8 left. Got him. Yeah, D3 +3. So 4, 4, that's 2 3s, that's 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Got him. He's dead. We hacked him.
One on the back, yeah.
This one here, yeah. He's gone. Oh, death throws.
Give Samuel his chance.
I don't know if it gets death throws, but it rolled a 4 anyway. It's okay. No, he's gone. That's fine. Goodbye, Carnifex. Nice to see you. To see you nice. He's away. Okay, it's just 4 left. Okay, we've killed a model. Hurrah. Alright, so good work from the Venerable Dreadnought. Tough enough. He absorbed the damage coming through and then struck back well with the axe. So good attacks from him. Well done. So I was going to say I was going to head that way, but I can't. The gaunts are actually closer, so we'll leave it. And we'll dice up some of these little chickens. So we'll go for his attacks. I think he's 5 attacks base +1. I wonder if he's got like a mincing option. True Claw. No. Reroll wounds. And we have 2s. D6 no total overkill. Yeah. Here's 5 attacks base. It's going to be 6 attacks. So, looking for 2s. Looking for 2s. Yeah, 4 dead. So it's a start. Okay, so 4 casualties taken, but it's going to take a while to get through those. Okay, so now, yep, it's Murderfang time. Here we go. 8 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Alright. Wounding on 3s. Rerollable. Boy. What 7? He's always deadly. 8 minus 3. So 5 ups on 7 dice. Damage 3 will become damage 2. So a good roll will keep the Carnifex alive. A good roll will do it. A good roll will keep him alive.
7?
Yeah. I think Mike could do this. We could dedicate this to a Patreon or not. Don't have to. Bjork to Zog Puncher. Bit of orky business here. Here it comes. 5s and 6s. He's blocked 3. I think you're going to survive on 1 wound. Yep. 1 wound left. There is the Rune Priest. Oh, put a bit of weight on him to try and bring the Carnifex down. Took another one of these off. I rerolled a wound of 1 for his weapons. Took another one of those off. 1 wound remains across there. So we'll do the Rune Priest. See if I can break another Carnifex here. This will create a bit of an opening for the Space Wolves. It could create a bit of an opportunity for a counterpunch. So here we go. 3 attacks base plus 1 for being charged. 2s for hits. Oh no, please. Nothing I can do. 5s to wound. Nothing. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. It's okay. Anybody else to fight? I think that's it. It looks like casualties are heavy on both sides, but it's not. The Tyranids have lost hardly anything. Space Wolves casualties heavy for sure. Morale's not going to be a problem for those. For Synapse range, no problem. And Space Wolves, no units can run away because they all did.
Well, you got the fight, mate. You shot them down.
I did. I forgot by accident on that one. Oh man, oh bad. I've got, how many CP? I've got none. Right, so how's he going to spread his attacks? So you got Murderfang to bring down, oh the glory if he's destroyed. Then you've also got the Rune Priest, the potential to kill him as well. I think 2 successes would kill him, but he does have a 4+ invulnerable save, so he might be tough enough.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, show him the Dreadnought.
Everything into the Dreadnought. Okay.
I'll do.
There's no Phoenix Laws removed yet, but we might be able to, might be about to lose 1 at Longbow BB is Murderfang here in this game.
Oh man.
Or does Mike go greedy and split his attacks?
2 into the Priest.
2 into the Priest. He's got 11 attacks. He's spoilt for choice here.
No. Oh.
What's the split, Mike?
-3 puts him to 5 up in our 5 up save. 3 damage reduced to 2. I need 3 successes.
Successes against Murderfang, yes. Hitting on 3s. Right, Panic CP to reroll wounds on this Carnifex here just to make sure it does a good job. Mikey's going to go for the split, so 3 attacks into the Rune Priest. 8 attacks into Murderfang.
That's my last CP as well. So.
Right, Rune Priest attacks. Hitting on 3s. All of them. 2s. On the charge, yeah, 2s to wound. For adrenal glands and hopefully bam off. Rerolling wounds to the stratagem. 3 make it through. I need to go 4+ invulnerable saves. Any more Imperial helpers? Dylan Moore. See if he can help. Needing 4+ invulnerable saves. No, 2 make it through. And I'm gone.
6 damage, yeah.
Oh, that's the end of him. Okay, next is 8 attacks into Murderfang. Orphan on standby. but out of the fight. Okay, Carrick Uncle for all the Silent King patron being used. Ace attacks to kill Murderfang. Just breaking the Space Wolves here. What a rebound from the Tyranids. They're doing well. Yes, some misses. Some have missed. Come on, Murderfang, survive. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh.
3's to wound. Big roll.
Got greedy.
3 make it through. Rerollable. 4 make it through. After that stratagem. Now we're looking at AP -3, -2, looking at 5 ups to block. I will go to an Imperial Patreon again. Unstoppable. Use for morale saves. Defcore Krieg, Cadians and Tau. Sounds solid enough to me. Oh. Yes.
That's it.
Block 2. 6 damage becomes 4 damage. We live with a wound remaining. Aha, touche. Alrighty then. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do next time. What do I do? Stay in combat and die? Pull out and die? So he's kind of just... Ugh.
You should have died now.
Right, okay. So that, I think, we've resolved everything. What an absolute bloodbath it's been. Scratching, screaming, killing, spitting, hissing, vomiting, crying, whelping, hair pulling, stamping, kicking, headbutting, slashing, grabbing, and mincing going on here in the middle of the board. Horrific stuff in the centre of the table. Oh, the Tyranids are doing well. Alright, so is everything finished? I don't think there's anyone else ready to... Okay, alright, we'll just stop here. But it's been absolute carnage here in this game. Tyranids causing absolute havoc amongst the Space Wolves. But there's still 3 Dreadnoughts still fighting away. And heroic stuff from the venerable Dreadnought. Good for him. We'll calculate points here for the Tyranids. Okay. I think, to be fair, we could gauge this better at the end of my turn. Just so everything's balanced out. Because Tyranids have had their chance to strike, and in Space Wolves there's going to be some kind of counter-attack here. We've got this Dreadnought free. We've got Wolfen, who no doubt are angry enough and eager to get into close combat. So we'll not give up at this stage. Points-wise, Tyranids have got some points coming through. There's 11 points in total. That's the 8 points for primaries, 3 points for assassination for killing the Rune Priest. There will be another 4 points to come through for Nephilim data, so really it's 15 points. We've got 1 point for glory kills so far. We are picking up more points, but that's done at the end of the battle round, so our points for a Mighty Saga and glory kills is still yet to come. So we'll end the turn at this stage. Space Wolves need to counterattack, need to do it hard. We're low on resources. We have lost a tremendous amount of stuff. We do have some resources remaining. Carnage in the centre needs to do well. Someone needs to come to the rescue of him. He's about to go. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to Space Wolves turn 2 next. Alright, so turn 2 for the Space Wolves. 8 points picked up for primaries. That's helped us catch up a fair bit. Their movement here, there really is no point staying in, so fullback 10 inches, but I think he's going to be doomed. It just means that Mike's going to have to try and deal with him as opposed to staying in there and dying and then being free next turn. Venerable Dreadnought's gone 6 across here, going to try and take on Big Mama. These have turned up across here, just nice and quiet, performing Nephilim data, so achieving that secondary, at least in that corner. The Wolfen have moved in, scaling across the Munitron armoured containers, poised and ready to charge it against both Carnifex to try and save Murderfang is the plan. Holding position, Fundorf cavalryman just backing off, going to try and hold on to that objective just to help keep the points flowing in. That's it here. The game, or the Space Wolf army is almost halved in size here. But not going to keep running them down. They've got fight left in them for sure. There's some nasty, potent units still available. We'll go on to shooting phase next. No cycle left, so shooting phase next. Outer range 24, we're going to do 2 Typhoon missile launcher shots into that Carnifex across there. It's got 5 wounds left, you never know. We'll go for a long range longbow BB bit of shooting. Here it comes. Looking for 2s because of the signum. 2 hits. Looking for 3s. Come on. 1 makes it through. I'll regret this. I'm going to use a CP. Oh boy. 3+. It's gone through. Right. -2. It's 2 4-ups.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, the hope is that Mike fails both. He's passed both on a 6 and a 5. Absolute defiance here. The Chitin holds. Bolters are out of range. That's that done. Yeah, no, bolter shots are in range across here against this Carnifex. Looking for 3s. Stood still. There's a Storm Bolter in there as well from the Terminator. Looking for 5s to wound. Yeah. Take that, Tyranid filth. -1. So you're looking at 3-ups. Surely we can scratch this thing. We do. We cause a wound. So Murderfang going to fire into here. He's got the Storm Bolter in rapid. No wound. Got a heavy flamer down the throat of this thing. Fire into the belly of the beast. 4 auto hits. 5s to wound. Oh! Almost. Okay, right, never mind. And then we'll go on to he's fallen back. Venerable Dreadnought may have a bit of Dakar here. Storm Bolter across here. I know it's almost a waste of time, but it's just like a have to do it. 6s to wound, nothing. Okay, so that's him done. Oh boy, hang on a second. Yeah. We've got a heavy flamer here. We could try and break ourselves out of this combat. Number of shots. Number of auto hits, actually. Yeah, 2. 3s. 1 comes through. Oh, could have been a lot better. -1. So Mike will still get a save here of 6+. And no, all right, 1 gone. This one? Okay. So 1 removed. Long Fangs. All the bolters across into that Carnifex. And we're then going to go. We can see through the window here. Lined it up. Typhoon missile launcher shots. We'll take Luke Zwengel for this one. Signum. 2s. Hit him. 4s. 1. -2. 4-up invulnerable save. There's 1 Patreon left. If you want to. It's Tyler Summers, Space Marine player. Blocked. Yeah. What would the damage have been? Sorry, I just have to find out. Just 2 wounds. Okay. We'll then go for bolter shots. So we sat still. It's going to be 10. Oh no, and then we'll take the Storm Bolter from the Terminator as well. So there's a fair bit of Dakar. Looking for 3s. Looking for 5s. 2 at -1. 2 saves of 3+. And 2 3s passed. Well done. Okay, that is firepower complete for the Space Wolves. We'll now go on to charges. There's a good few here. Here, charge. That'll do. In he goes. Like so. Right into the beast. Wolfen will charge them both. 7. That'll put them in quite comfortably. That's the charges going ahead. Alright, charges going ahead. Wolfen going in. Chance them to do well here. So we'll go with the Dreadnought though first of all. There's no danger of any interrupts taking place. So, 2s. Need all of them to hit. They do. Big Mama's going to be toughness 8. So just get this right. Cleave. Give me a strength 10. Yeah, hold on a second. We're just going to backtrack there. It's -1 to hit rolls. Oh no, we charged. We're Space Wolves. We're cool. 2s. So we're looking for 3s to wound. If all these wound, there's great potential. 3 have gone through. Alright, so you're going to have to leave it at that. That's all I can do. It's AP minus... It was still actually in Tactical Doctrine at this point in the game. -3. 5s then. Yeah, 5s. Blocks none. How interesting. Well, well, well. That's 9 damage plus 3d3. I'd need a really good roll here. Yeah, whoa, 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 whoa. This is going to be close. See, my maths isn't bad, but I'm panicking here in excitement, and so it's really hampered my ability to add up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. She's got 1 wound left. You have to say, though, that is pretty good. Well done to the Venerable Dreadnought. That's incredibly good. And I got nothing. No, I can't reroll the damage. Can't do nothing. Gonna have to sit there 1 wound remaining. That's happened multiple times in this game. Units with 1 wound left. But well done, Venerable Dreadnought. Dangerous stuff there against the Tervagon. Okay, so got a plan with the Wolfen. I had 1 model with the Great Axe to fight against him. And the rest to go into that kind of extra, trying to strip down the 8 wounds. The ideal situation we need is to destroy both. Okay, so 3 attacks base, shock assault, 4 attacks. 2s to hit. This is the Great Axe going in against this. Looking for 2s. Assault Doctrine always counts as active, so we are looking at an extra AP -1, so AP -4, and 6s will pop extra hits. Savage Fury. Okay, so that's a miss, but then we'll add that back in for that one. We'll then try and wound on 3s. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Right, Wolfen. Oh, they're a good backup unit to have. 3 dice, 4 dice, and 6s to block.
Nope.
Got him. Right, Carnifex Destroyer. Death throws, which it does get. We did check.
Yep, so this is where we'll want the 6.
Oh, I see. To go after the... Just rolled a 6. How is that possible? Oh boy.
Death throws definitely gets it.
Check the what is the exact wording of it, because we're just looking at which models are closest.
When this model is destroyed, roll 1d6.
Yep.
Before removing it from play on a 6, closest enemy unit within 3 inches suffers 1 mortal wound.
Which is the closest unit? Because the Wolfen might have snatched it. We'll check this. Have a look.
No, well, we're the Wolfen.
It is the Wolfen. Sorry, Mike. I don't know what to... That's just the rules. I like the glory side of things to let you, to let you have it, but the rules would say it's the closest model. It's this wolf. It's like he's stepped in between the two. And as the beast dies and kicks up in the air, he absorbs the hit and takes the mortal wound. So, oh boy, so we kept Murderfang alive, but it's the Wolfen literally have saved that Dreadnought. It's well done to the roll. Literally half an inch saved it, but it is the closest enemy unit, so we're in 3 inches. Right, so the next, stage 1 done. We're ripping a bit out of the heart of these Tyranids, these monsters. It's a fair bit of effort to bring them down, though. So we'll now go for Thunderhammers. We'll see if they can do the job. Extra attack here. So 2s to hit, sorry, 3s to hit -1, then +1, so on 3s. 6s are great. Alright, so we'll take those 2 away and add 1 back in. I like the Wolfen. I like them. And then we're looking for a Thunderhammer's BAP -3. So now looking for 2s to end, or 3s to end, apologies. Alright. 4 saves of 5+. This is an important roll here. This is the highest damage stuff I've got.
Yeah, so 5s.
Yeah, it's an important roll.
What's the damage?
It's damage 3, so it'd be damage 2.
4,
6 wounds, yeah, that is significant. I don't know what Mike would do, really.
No, I'm just gonna...
Let it go. 2 wounds left. Alright, now it's achievable. Well, the other guy with the other axe, 4 attacks. 6s are great. 2s for hits. Great frost axe, right? Strength 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. -3 and 2 damage. Becomes 1 damage, but we're looking for 3s to wound. Alright. 3 saves at -4 for this one. So 3 saves of 6. This should be the end of this thing. Yep. Got him. Alright, and then Mike can roll to see if he gets a 6. And another 6 comes up.
Sure, it doesn't matter.
Which It's useful because it actually kills one of the Wolfen. So the double death throws, these things screech out in disgust here, and they brought one of the Wolfen down. It would get to fight, but it's already done its attack, so that's that resolved. And Phoenix Lord slain. Is that the first one to go? That's Daniel Cunningham there, has brought down by the Wolfen with their counter-attack. So these lingered more at the back in this game, and they've counter-punched through and have proved most effective. That's Chef Squad. So we've spun them around a little bit. They've reclaimed the objective, but only for a short space of time. And I think that's combats. You want to do this one here? Yeah. So we're looking at 9 attacks, I think, by the looks of it. And we will get our 5 attacks ready. It's taken a while, but the casualties have started coming through. 4s for hits, and then 6s for wounds. Against Bjorn. We'll be forced to make a save. Just don't roll a 1. We'll do our 5 attacks in 2s. Lean 2s. It's re-rollable. Yeah, 2. Pitiful. 1 and 2 like that. Okay. So, and again, sign-ups won't be a problem for them. So don't forget her. So she can now strike back as well. Big mama. She's well equipped here. She's got the big crushing claw things, which are dangerous enough, even perhaps with the potential to bring this Dreadnought down. Because of the damage, it's 5s to hit.
This is where I roll all 5s.
None. Oh, Venerable Dreadnoughts escaped that one. Mike's practicing his dice rolling here. It's been a good display of dice rolling so far from the Tyranids for sure, using the Xenos dice. But Space Wolves have got a bit of revenge, I think, here for them. They have started to cause some heavy casualties. All 3 Screamer Killers are gone, actually. They've all been brought down. And some significant damage caused across here. Space Wolves, for now, occupy the centre of the board. So that looks healthy enough in that regard. But our combat resources, that's this lot around here. That's all we've got left. All these units quite potent, actually. But we're going to hand over to the Tyranids, middle stage of the game. They have units of their own that can react, so this battle is far from decided. I still think perhaps Tyranids have the edge, but Space Wolves, nobly, have caught up to some degree. We'll calculate points, give you a score as we come to the end of turn 2. Alright, so points coming through. Not too bad here for the Space Wolves. Have brought some in. The 8 points of primaries. Glory Kills was the other source of points for us. So for this battle round, in total, 3 points coming through. That's because we destroyed a monster. Killed 2. Yeah, so we picked up 3 points for that. So that gives us a total of 12 points. 11 points to the Tyranids, but they've got the 2 Nephilim datas that have been achieved, which would be 4 points coming through. It's technically they're in the lead, but it's tight at this stage. The battle may well be decided as to who can control objectives and keep those points flowing in. A tipping point in this battle may well prove to be that central objective. If that can be cleared and held, that means you can start getting like 12 points a turn for controlling more objectives than the opponents. So the battle for the centre of the table. We said it would be a good fight in the middle, but it's actually tactically going to turn out to be quite important. Space Wolves hold it for now with nasty close combat units, but there's this Carnifex across here which is dangerous. So that may well find itself plunging in. Plus there's lots of firepower available here for the Tyranids as well. We're going to turn 3. The middle stage of the battle. Assault Doctrine kicks in, although much of the assault and combat has already taken place. We're halfway through the game. Still yet to be decided. Both sides really need to pick up a high score as much as they can. Turn 3 for the Tyranids next. Alright, so movement for the Tyranids complete. Exocrine has moved across in this direction. Mike's trying to get it through here in this direction to, I reckon, or I think he's already said he's going to go after the wolf and just to try and pulverise them. Yeah, because you have to shoot them, because if you charge them, they fight before they die type thing. Stormlord's moved across. I think the idea is to use Smite and Psychic Scream to take him out and then charge into the Venerable Dreadnought. It looks like the Tyranids have got an answer for most of what the Space Wolves have. Some gaunts have gone across here just to start some firing across there. The Beasts across the other side just to continue with their firepower, I think, and then one Carnifex under the command of Lucas Brown, moving across to go after the Wolfen. Or if they're gone, to reclaim that objective. 8 points coming in for primaries.
Yep.
We've got a Nephilim turned up here. On turn 3 onwards, they can arrive here, just staying just over 6 inches away from my battlefield edge. So that one's been fulfilled. That's 3 out of 4, so well done as far as Nephilim data is concerned. It's okay. Mike forgot to move the kind effects. On he goes. Everything done now. Psychic phase next. So I've lost my Psyker. Mike's free just to roll up at will. Smite. It goes off.
So,
D3 mortal wounds, yeah.
3 plus, yeah.
1 wound caused, it can't be re-rolled. Adamantine Mantle, 5+ to deny. We've burnt out on Patreons here. Yo, blocked. Come on, survive.
What's he got?
Psychic Scream next. This is it, Mike.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Goes off, yes, fair enough. D3 mortal wounds. Just the one. I will live. I can't believe it. 5+, Adamantine Mantle. No, we take the wound. We do have 1 wound remaining. So it creates a conundrum here. He's not gone. Stormlord now's got a choice. Does he come to the rescue, or does he go in here to finish him off? Interesting. Okay, we'll press on. There's a bit more psychic stuff to come. Oh, you got Smite here? Mm-hmm. Okay, here it comes.
5, 6.
Yeah, 6 required. Oh, goes off, yep. D3. 3 mortal wounds. And 6+ feel no pain. No block, none. Ouch. So, dropping down to 4 wounds left. Okay, it's twists and turns here in this battle. And then we've got the Neurophobe across the other side. As Catalyst, for sure. And even Neuroparasite as well. So, Neuroparasite coming first.
3 dice wrong, I just think. Yep.
Oh, yeah, because his ability, 3 dice choose the best 2, yep. Goes off. 4 dice needing 5s. 2 5s would be brilliant. And there's the 2 5s, which will be 2 wounds coming through. I'll lose the squad leader. Oh no, well done, good result.
And then there's the last one.
Catalyst.
Catalyst. I'll put it on.
It's card effects. It's the pretty obvious choice. Yep, okay. 5 in total.
Nope.
No, alright. Psychic phase finished? Or you can re-roll the psychic test? No?
No.
Alright.
2 CP.
Shooting phase next. So this one?
Yeah.
I can't block it. Yep. +1 to hit rolls as well.
Yep.
2s for hits on 3 dice. This should be the end of the Warlord. All hit. 3s to wound. Oh, snake eyes.
Yeah, CP for 1.
Oh no.
No.
Well failed. 1 save for 4+. 50-50. No. 1. Come on, reroll. Change the dice. Tell you, if Warhammer makes you awful superstitious, you shouldn't do it. There's no such thing as luck. But oh, how you'd wish there was sometimes. I died. No, I'm not dead. 4 dice, needing 5s. Oh. This game wants to make me cry. Oh, it's the end of a Phoenix Lord as well. Serg's gone. I tried. I'm sorry. He's gone. Oh, dear. Moving on. Okay, next. Stinger salvos, you said you wanted to do?
Yeah.
8 shots, needing 5s now, I think, because of the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a 2.
If this goes well for the tunes, they'll break the Space Wolves here. 1 comes through, and I'll try and save it, which we do. Right, Scorch Bug stratagem being used to get them in range. They're going to go after the Wolfen here. So just try and strip away wounds as much as possible. Okay, it's the slightly larger unit, so 17 shots needing 4s against the Wolfen. So a nice lot of hits would be the ideal situation, which there's about an average amount. Okay. 3s to wound, he's now strength 6. If -1 will be negated. Armor of Contempt will be forced to block these. Nice. Yeah, not bad. You should do okay here. 6 by the looks of it. 6 dice needing 4s. Just to kill one of them. Ooh, quadruple 4, but it's enough to bring 1 down. That's now stopping the screening. I'll drop a 4. Yeah, I'll lose him. Okay, so that's 2 casualties. Yeah, I don't want to keep the invuns. That's right, I've done that right because I'm now about to get bombarded by this. Or not. Who's going to shoot that?
I'm trying to see what else I've got left to shoot at it.
Rupture cannon. Got the resources here. God, right, rupture cannon tier 1 success to bring Murder Fang down. Oh, he's missed. 2 2s and a 1. Oh, unbelievable. You should be able to do that. Okay. You're not making it easier for yourself. So, should have gone through but didn't go through. Not making this easy for himself here, but we'll keep pressing on. So, his choice. Where to fire. He could take out the Dreadnought. Could try and take out the 2 Wolfen with the Thunder Hammers, but they do have the 4+ invulnerable saves.
Yeah.
Can't split. It's one shot. It's one weapon.
No. I need to think about points, so...
Yeah, I'll let you chew this one over. No, it's going after Murder Fang. Wants that Dreadnought gone. It's the highest damage potential, I guess.
Let's see 8 shots in total.
8 shots, yeah. Needing no damage on you. 3s. Okay. 3s to wound. You've got this.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Just a 2.
Just the 2. God. I've been tortured here with possible survival here. 6 required. Impossible. Oh, gone. Just don't blow up. Gone. Target destroyed. Another Phoenix Lord gone. That's Longbow BB. Murder Fang struggled in this game. Removed from play. Well done. This is good. Despite some hiccups and bumps in the road here, it's continuing to go well for the Tyranids. They've got an answer for everything in this game. So we're now looking for... Yes, there's a kind effect, shooty kind effects around the other side. So he can shoot at the lone cavalryman. Okay, so 3 shots, yeah. Just the 1 hit on him, yeah. And no wound. And I think that's about it.
You balls at the back?
Oh yeah, a little bit of firepower down here. Okay, firepower down here has been resolved. These are fired across here, and of course no damage. 3 wounds came through. It passed all of our power armor saves. Okay, shooting phase done. Decent enough. Charges, yes there are. We're going to charges next. Alright, charges taking place. Comfortably charging in. Comfortably charging in. I can't interrupt play, so away you go with 2 charging combats. Mike should... Yeah, now I don't know about this because both those Wolfen are equipped with storm shields, and I've got a blizzard shield across here as well, so there is no guarantees of the combats you're about to see. Oh, how I'd love to survive. Doesn't really matter which go first. In fact, actually, I'm just saying, but you kill me, I will strike you back. But either way, you can choose which one. It doesn't really matter which order you do them in. I can't interrupt, so... So, going to go here. 5 attacks and in 3s. This is with the monstrous crushing claws. They're deadly once they get past any saves and invuln saves.
Please. +1 attack.
Oh, yeah. Take it. 2s, yeah. Brilliant. This is Lucas Brown, Phoenix Lord, yeah. Oh, 2 have found. 2s to wound. Okay. 4+ invulnerable saves. No, for the Emperor. Okay. I'll take the one here, so he'll get to swing. So he's going to do it. And I will strike back. 6s are great. Oh, man. 3s to wound. Yes. Now, this is good. Thunderhammer, AP -2, -3, because we are in Assault Doctrine. Take that, filth. 6 saves of 5+. Wow.
Yep. +1.
Block 2, 8 damage. Whoa. Smack. Oh, boy. 8 damage.
1.5.
Wolfen, one of the most criticised units. Not popular with Space Wolves players. I like them. That's very cool what they've just done. One model's just almost knocked down a fresh Carnifex. Amazing. There's still a model left to fight. I'll pile him in just a moment. Yeah, just a bit of 40k trivia here. We're just talking about the situation across here, wondering if because this model's further away it can't then fight. But the way the wording seems to be in the Space Wolves Codex is, we've done it a bit out of sync here, but really I should have laid that model down. I had left that and moved on to the other attacks, come back to this one, and then the destroyed models get to fight along with the rest of the unit. So we've done that one ahead of time. We'll leave him where he is and then pile in and fight with the other model. But I think that's the correct way to do it from now on. But across here, Mike will fight with the Swarm Lord, who's been a real menace in this battle. Still 9 attacks for him. Oh, he's fresh, so yeah, he's going to fight at full ability. He's up against the Venerable Dreadnought. Attacking from behind his dastardly stuff from this conniving decapitator. 9 attacks, I think, hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s, yeah.
Nasty, wicked thing. There's some 1s. He does throw a lot of 1s. So we're now looking for 3s to wound, I believe, on this thing. Okay. I've been given a window of opportunity here. So we're now looking at... yeah, well, a real window of opportunity. I'm going to take a 4+ invulnerable save. If I pass 2, all of a sudden, the Venerable Dreadnought's still alive. God, no, I'm not dead yet. Hang on a second. I blocked that one, right? A single 6 will keep me alive. A 3, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Nope. God, there's nothing I can... God, I wish I was still alive. I've got no CP. I've already used it. I knew I'd need it for something. Doesn't blow up. Oh, Venerable Dreadnought's gone. That's a significant blow. Could have been a very solid, useful unit if it had have survived, but it had already taken damage previously in the battle. The Swarm Lord has managed to finish it off here. It's brutal, cold-hearted killing here from the Tyranids. That's exactly the way they operate. So now we'll do this one. So dead models, we've already attacked with him. We'll roll him in for his attacks. If I position him, if I kill it, I can go on to the objective. Okay, something like that. Chef squad. 1 lone chef with a hammer. 3 attacks plus 1. 2s. 3s. 2 make it through. 2 saves of 5+. Must pass both.
Nope.
No, gone. Death throws.
Nope.
No, alright, Carnifex slain. Central objective, once again, falls into the hands of the Space Wolves. But to say we're low on resources is a bit of an understatement. Alright, dead pile now. That's it for the Space Wolves. Tyranids have got their own collection, thankfully, so we're starting to cause damage. But look at it, there's not much left in the middle of the table. Brutal stuff from both sides, but Tyranids have kept the edge here as far as damage output is concerned. As this.
You fight first.
Okay. Haha! We're on bonuses. 2s. 7 dead.
They've done their job.
You've done alright. You've done alright. Well. Ripped a chunk out of those. Interesting. You can fight back with 1 dice.
Nope.
Missed on a 1. Okay, looking around, no further combats take place. Brutal battle. We'll calculate points. I think this is the end of the turn now for the Tyranids. Alrighty then, so we are looking at points-wise. 36 points the Tyranids now, the floodgate's starting to open. Just the 12 points to the Space Wolves. We've got a turn in hand. Situation then for the league. Space Wolves are on 65 points. So they're not down and out of it entirely. Tyranids have got a lot of catching up to do. Now, they didn't score many points in their previous battle, so they do need a big haul of points coming through. There's almost a relegation battle between these two armies here, so perhaps explaining the ferocity of the fight between these two sides. All is not lost. Even when you sense, for the league at least, when you sense the game's going in the wrong direction, just keep raking as many points as possible to add to the total. The idea for our league is we're running 2 games each for as many factions as possible, and then combining the total of points to give us an idea of who's going through the top 8 armies to make it through to the knockout stage. That's the new format. Seems to work all right. Just need to get the games done and the points on the board. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Space Wolves. All is not lost. They will fight on. Space Wolves turn 3. We're not giving up here. There's still a chance, as we talked about earlier on, just to keep the points flowing in. I pushed into the woods here with these. Going to try and flush out these gaunts, or as many of them as we can. Holding position across there. Not going for Nachman data or a Nephilim data. I'm going to leave it. I need these units operative at this stage. Pulling back round here just to hide on this objective as much as we can, just because we hold 3 out of 5, just giving us an advantage at this stage. Staying close combat, got a plan for him. Pushing into the woods with these. Getting ready to shoot with pistols and then potentially charge different targets. And the lone cavalryman has moved out. He's going to go for a single charge there against the Carnifex. That's movement done. Shooting phase next. Okay, so I'm going to fire across here. Typhoon missile launcher will switch to frag. The size of that unit, 12 shots. Then we've got a frag grenade as well. Max that out. And then bolters for the rest is the plan. We'll do the grenade first of all. So looking for 3s. Looking for 4s. 2. So 2 saves of 5+. Right here for the gaunts.
+1 fuel one.
Right, 1 casualty. I take it you're going to take the ones that are front. Yeah, okay. It's going to stretch my charge, which is going to be a problem. Then Typhoon missile launcher frag. Signum. Looking at 2s. Looking at 3s. Apologies because we moved. It's a heavy weapon. Then we're looking for 3s to wound. Ouch. I'm going to check frag. I don't think it's -1. We'll just have a little look. Yeah, there's no minus. So 5+ is on 8 dice. It's good enough roll. But 5 casualties taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just again taken from the front. Then bolters. Looking for 3s. 3s. 2 more at 5+. Alright, blocked 1. 1 more casualty taken. Alright, so it's sort of halved them in size. Good enough shooting from the long fangs. Okay, so then beyond the fell-handed, going to heavy flamer into the gaunt and then las cannon across here. I've got to do the heavy flamer first and I have to kill that target. Otherwise I'll not be able to shoot the las cannon. So this is the number of auto hits. Oh no, 2. 3s to wound. 2 wounds do come through. AP -1.
Sexes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got him. Right, finally. Burnt him to a crisp. He's gone. I had 2 laser cannon shots. Here we go. 6 and 5. 3s to wound. 2 go through. -3. So 2 saves of 5+. Oh. Come on, reroll is a possibility. Yeah, 33% chance to block the laser cannon shot.
See for fun.
Huge roll.
Nope.
No. Does she blow up? Because I only got 1 wound left.
I wouldn't fact them all, will it?
No, yes, yeah, death throws only effects, yeah. But the monster gone. Interesting. Okay, she's removed. Okay, going to offload all of their Dakar and a grenade being thrown into the gaunts. So do the grenade first. Looking for 3s. Looking for 4s. Yeah, 3 saves of 5+. Just on these gaunts here, trying to flush them out as much as we can. 2 casualties taken. We'll do Stormbolter from the Terminator. 3 wounds. Normal saves of 5+. Okay, so that's 4 casualties taken. And then bolt pistols. 3s to wound. These are at -1. So 2 saves of 6+. And these gaunts. No, 2 more casualties taken. Alright. Next, Typhoon missile launcher and bolters are all going to go into the Carnifex. So we'll do the crack shots here. Signum 2s. Yep, haven't moved. 3s to wound. 1 wound comes through. Command me, reroll. Yep. Eek. 2. -2. 4 ups. Yeah. Oh, blocked 1, 1 goes through. Damage. Oh, just 1 wound. Okay. And what can you do? And then bolter shots. Stood still, so it's going to be 10. Threes. Fives. Yeah, nice. No minuses going on with these, so normal saves are 2+ on 5 dice. Yeah. All passed. Well done. No problem. Okay, so shooting phase finished. I would say not too bad here from the Space Wolves. They've caused some damage. We'll go on to charges, which there are some here. There's a bit of a late surge counter-attack here from the Space Wolves. Right, charges going ahead. There is a surge from the Space Wolves here. It's coming as a bit of a surprise towards the end of the game. So this charge didn't go ahead, but everything else did. We've charged in across here. By our calculations, if we wipe out and consolidate back, we should be able to reclaim that objective. And then across here, we've charged in and claimed this objective with the Blood Claws. And the lone cavalryman fighting against the Carnifex across the other side, but on the hunt for 4 wounds, which will be tough enough. Multiple combats, we'll get these resolved here, but there's a bit of a surge here from the Space Wolves. Okay, I don't get as many attacks as I thought. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's only the Long Fang Pack, regular Long Fang Pack leader who has a chainsword, according to this. So he gets his extra attack, so 2 plus the 1. The others are on a single attack and an extra 1 for charging. And the Terminator gets 2 plus 1 for charging. So we're going to need a bit of help here, so we're going to go for 2s for hits for the Terminator. Great. We'll go for 3s to kill. Right, we've got ourselves 1 kill. Anywhere, just the back. Okay. Then we're looking for 2s to hit. Some have missed. 6s though for Savage Fury. 3s to wound. Yeah, we're not going to get the wipeout here. AP -1 because of Assault Doctrine. 5 saves to make on these gaunts. We have been dragged off the objective. This is not good. And none, so 5 more. Morale's going to be a huge problem for them, but unlikely to get the total wipeout. But 3 remain. I can't head off now back towards the objective. We're off of it. Whilst we fight against those gaunts, they've successfully drawn us away from that objective across there. We'll do the Fundorf Cavalryman. So he will be the squad leader on the charge, and he's equipped with a power axe. So looking for 2, 6s are great. So missed, and then add that one back in. 5s to wound. Okay, 2 wounds come through. Power axe, I think, is -3. Yeah, -3 on Assault Doctrine. So yeah, 2 at 5 plus. This Carnifex is going to survive. It's taken 2 wounds. Okay, dropping down to 2. We'll see if the Scratchy Dog can do anything. So now we're looking for 2s. 6s are great. Okay, 4. Mike senses something. You'll be fine, don't worry. We'll try. We'll know what it's going to be. It's 5s to wound you.
4?
No, it's 3. -3. Yeah, right, just check this. It sounds too good to be true. But we'll just make sure we get this right here. Yeah, look, Crushing Teeth and Claws, Strength 5, AP -2. Yeah, if the bearer makes 3 additional attacks with this weapon, no more than 3, which I did. Yeah, -3 in total. So 3 saves of 5 plus. You'd have to make 2, yeah. Unbelievable. Death throws. No, Carnifex gone. Yeesh, Space Wolves. Oh boy, what a surge back from them. Okay, and then we'll go across. This is strongly against the tide here, but we'll fight with these next. Alright, just looking at the number of attacks here for the Blood Claws across here. So, oh no, it's not that much to celebrate here. Come on. Start his chainsword. I'm fighting you at strength 4. Your toughness 8, I think. So it's going to be 6s to wound, which is annoying. But we've got a power axe here, so this will be 5s. So we're looking for 2s. We're looking for 5s. None. Ugh. And then all of these attacks, it looks impressive, but we're going to be on 6s to wound. 2s for hits, first of all. So we're taking away all the 1s. So there's a load. And we're looking for 6s. So add those back in. I think you're safe. You're going to be able to bear this quite well. There's none. And there's 1, 2. 2 saves at -2. So 2 saves are 4+. Well done, yeah. Not a scratch. Okay, Mike, fight back. Combat's resolved. Here, no damage come back against the Space Swords, no damage come back against here, and that's the turn done. Casualties heavy on both sides now. Space Swords are caught up with the Tyranids for sure. And tactically, I was going to say on 3 objectives, we've now abandoned this one, which is a shame, but we're holding on to 2, 1 just about, that one quite comfortably at this stage. But that's the turn finished. We'll see what points that come through for the Space Swords as they battle on bravely against the Tyranids. Alright, so Space Swords are caught up quite well. Now find ourselves on 29 points, so that's glory kills, another 5 points coming through for destroying a character and destroying a monster. 12 points picked up for primaries. 29 points to 36, the margin difference isn't that big here in this game. Both sides, I think, would rather pick up a lot more points if possible. Turns 4 and 5 will certainly be an opportunity to do that. We'll head on to Tyranid turn 4 next. Right, Mike's just finishing off his move. Yeah, the wretched swarm. We'll look at him in the centre of the table. Dangerous towards the end of the game. Across here, melee continues, beast is stuck, but the gaunts have shifted around and will now help control that objective. 4 of them versus 4 of my marines. But then we go to model count, which means the monster will grab it. So that's a decent enough result. Shifting out across here, I think the idea is to psychic parent him, clear the objective, and then charge into here. So despite all the Space Swords have done, Tyranids may well be just 1 step ahead. Advanced move made with both of those units, and that's about it. We'll go on to Psychic phase next. Right, so Psychic Scream and Smite, just about, with a command reroll on one of those, finished him off, closest model, gone. And Catalyst across here onto him. Yeah, all good. He's the king of this sector in this game. Psychic phase is finished, Shooting phase next. Right, firepower complete, rupture cannon, stinger salvos, no damage on the Thunderwolf cavalryman. He did take a wound though from the gaunts. They've offloaded all they had into him. And that's about it. A movement phase, not sure if I declared it, but gaunt backing off out of combat over into that corner. Okay, so we'll now go on to charges next. He wants to kill the Thunderwolf cavalryman. Right, this charge across here, it's a 5-inch charge. Rerollable. It's almost guaranteed. It's got him.
Could make that side.
Like this?
Yeah, because if I kill you...
You can head off towards the objective. Read you loud and clear.
But also engage.
Oh, right. Yes. Gotcha. Okay. So, if you're going to roll onto this combat, you can pile in.
Yeah.
Something like this. So we have a Phoenix Lord showdown here. Chris Comiskey, the conniving, monstrous Swarm Lord, versus Michael Fryer, the die-hard Space Marine player in command of Bjorn the Fell-Handed. At least let me face you. If I survive, I will switch on the blue whisk for Tyranid soup. Here it comes, 9 attacks. He's on full ability here. So surely we're gone.
2s.
2s for hits. Take away a couple of 1s. 3s to wound. Take away a few.
5.
-4. So we are dead. I need 3 6s. I get 2 6s, actually. I'm gonna say that we could survive. Dare I say it, we could survive. I've blocked 2 because of the Armour of Contempt roll. So that puts 9 damage through, right?
9, yeah.
But it's not, because he's a Dreadnought. 6. So it drops to 6, and I've got 5 wounds left with a 5+ feel no pain. Come on. Just about. Oh, Yet again in this game, we've got another model that's dropped to 1 wound left. That's happened over and over again in this battle. Beyond the Fell-Handed lives. And I shall strike back with True Claw in a minute. We'll go over to this combat across here. Terminator fighting. Just the 2 attacks. He does get 2 hits and a bonus hit for Savage Fury. And he causes 2 wounds with his Power Axe. Nice. -3. So 2 saves of 5+. Blocked 1, well done. But a wound taken, dropping down to 8. Chip away. That's going to go on to the end of the battle, I think, this combat across here. And then the rest of the Blood Claws. So these are the attacks of the others. We haven't charged this turn, so we don't get Berserk charge or the extra bonus for Space Marines on the charge either. And I think we're on 3s to hit as well because we didn't charge. So we're trying to get 6s to wound. Nyan. We'll scratch away at that thing but not cause much damage. Right, so Mike can pick a unit to fight back with, which doesn't really matter. It's going to be that unit across there. 3 attacks with the weapon beast. He falls now because of damage bracket. Wounding on a 3.
Oh, 6 again.
And I'll try and make a save. 6 is a pass. Alright, here we go. 5 attacks. We were charged. 2s for hits. A heap of 6s would be epic. Okay. Missed, but we'll add it back in. Now I'm going to try and wound you on 3s. And it's re-rollable. Oh, yep. Okay. Remain calm. So you've got 4 invulnerable saves to make. So AP -5. Yeah. So 4 invuln saves of 4+. Then Blade Parry will kick in. Always failed 3.
Yeah. So Blade Parry, yeah.
Blade Parry one of them, which means 2 will go through. So I will cause 2d6 damage. This is Michael Fryer. Oh, yeah, dropping down to 9, I think, left on him.
File with Final Pen.
Okay, yes. Blocks 3. I'm going home, I've had enough.
Yeah,
You can do better. God. Right, okay. I think he starts on 13, drops down to 12 wounds left. This thing will not die. It's been Mike's saying it's been an enjoyable game. Yeah, it's been great. It's been a frustrating game. Often the melee games of 40k are good fun to see stuff just smashing into each other and fighting away. It is really good. We are struggling to even put a scratch onto that vicious thing. So it's wise. I'm just watching the way this thing operates to hide it perhaps on the early turns of the game when the deadly firepower's at its the most dangerous. Then to move him out sneakily and to get involved later on the battle seems to work really well for the Swarm Lord. But he's still fighting away here, causing absolute havoc and trouble for the Space Wolves. So we'll calculate points. Still in the fight, still battling away. Okay, not too many points have come through here. Just the 4 points for primaries. So adding that onto 36, that's 40 points to the Tyranids at this stage. 29 to the Space Wolves. We'll press on. This game is running quite tight here. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Space Wolves next. Right, not much left here for the Space Wolves. Longfang's heading off this direction onto that objective, holding position across there and performing Nakman data, shifting across there with the cavalryman, maintaining close combat across here. I reckon I can bump up model count when I pile in next time. There's a model at the back here which can shift across to give me 5 models on, and then I'm going to stay in close combat, try and shoot. That's it. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Just got a las cannon across here and heavy flamer. Las cannon shots need 2s. I think it was 3s because of -1. In close combat. Now looking for 3s to wound. We do get the wound. 4+ invulnerable save. Here on the Swarm Lord. No, d6 damage. It is a 6. 5+ feel no pain. Nice cannon to the face. Vicious, epic stuff. Front cover of a White Dwarf magazine. Blocked just the 1.
Still on,
yeah, alright. So down to 7. Ouch. Heavy flamer in the face. 3 hits. 3 wounds. 3 saves of 3+. Beyond the Fell-Handed.
Not 2 more.
2 more have come through. 5+ to block. Blocked 1, but another wound taken, dropping to 6. Wow. God. Okay. Sheesh. Okay, we'll press on. A bit more firepower to go. Okay, so firepower. 1 wound caused across here from pistols in close combat. We've seen that one. Firepower from across here took out the gaunt. And that's it. So we'll go on to combat resolution next. So charges. Fundorf Cavalryman's gone in. That's about it. Just ongoing combats here. This is where Mike will choose to fight when it comes around to his turn. So Bjorn, no doubt, will be in trouble. Right, charging in. Fundorf Cavalryman's killed 5 of the gaunts. Good attacks from him. So hoping for a miracle across here. These 2 Phoenix Lords battling it out. So Chris Comiskey fighting away against Michael Fryer. Just the 1 wound to get. It is minus or 3s now for hits because of the damage bracket.
Yeah.
9 dice. Okay. 3s to wound. Nothing short of an absolute abysmal roll. But you should be okay. God, well done, well done. It's done. He's home and dry. That's 5 have made it through.
Yeah.
5 6s. None? I will roll to the bitter end. Valiant stuff. He's gone. And I would just, as a final gesture, love to detonate in the face of this thing. No, we don't. Dreadnought destroyed. Noble stuff from Bjorn the Fell-Handed, but he has been felled himself by the Swarmlord. So he's rolled 3, heading off in this direction. Now that objective's in trouble with this thing on the rampage. Right, so we resolve the rest of the combat. So we chipped another wound away off this thing, so 6 wounds left. Across over here, no wounds caused against the Fundorf Cavalryman. Mike's not too fast, he's just going to back out of that close combat. And we've seen him shift across in that direction. That's the turn finished. Here, we're going to the final turn of the game. We'll give you an update on the score and go on to the last turn of the battle. Right, super tight now. 41 points to the Space Wolves, 40 points to the Tyranids. So Glory Kills has been excellent secondary. Got a point for putting a wound on him. And we've got 3 points for killing one of the monsters during the game. So excellent stuff. That's helped points flow in. 4 points for primaries as well. Adding that all together is 41. Tyranids on 40. So final turn of the game will decide this battle. We'll head on to turn 5 for the Tyranids next. Alright, movement almost finished. Mike's gone and rolled a 6 for D3 wounds being restored, back up to 9. Full efficiency of this thing. It's now landed itself on the objective. The blade's still sharp here against the long fangs. Combat's sort of a dead situation across here, nothing going on, there's not much can be done. Gaunt's backed out of combat but have gone onto the objective, backing off onto this objective. So Mike now controls 1, 2, 2. It's got the potential, with psychic powers and close combat, to wipe these out and to take this objective. So not looking too bad now for the Tyranids as they go for their surge on turn 5. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Alright, Psychic Phase. Super Smite went off across here. Fundorf, Cavalryman, Smite and Psychic Scream. It's a brilliant combination. 2 Marines brought down, so there's the Terminator and 3 more left. That's it, Psychic Phase finished. Shooting Phase next. So Rupture Cannon, Firepower's pretty much it. Took out a Marine from over there on the objective. We'll go on to charges next. Just this charge across here. Here we go. The last stand of the Long Fangs.
Right. 6, 9. Back to hitting on 2s.
Hitting on a 2s. 2 have failed.
Because I'm wounding on 2s now,
Save it for the wound roll. I don't know. Oh, it's going to do it now. Yeah. Okay, right. So 2s to wound. He wants the wipeout. Oh, there's 2 1s. Yeah. Right, so I have to go to the Terminator here to try and keep him alive. There's 6. But no patron. I should save a patron until the very end of the game, but 6 have made it through. 5+ invulnerable save on this heroic Terminator. Get out of my kitchen. God, he's gone. 3 damage, he's gone. So what have we got left? 5 saves of 6. Oh, we're gone. Oh dear, that's Chris Comiskey gone on the absolute rampage in this battle. And now secured that objective and no doubt securing the win. I think for the Tyranids will resolve the rest of the combat. There is not much left on this board. So combat's resolved. I lost a Marine, caused no damage, and that's it. We'll calculate points now. Okay, so I reckon we've got a final total here for the Tyranids. This is quite important here. So primaries, starved on primaries again because Mike only held 1 at the start of his turn. So 4 points picked up for that. Assassination, it's all my characters and Warlord Slains, 13 points. Nice strong choice. Occasional fronts, 2 more points picked up. So 4. And the Nephilim data will be 8 coming through. So yeah, it's not bad. Primaries has been the issue here, but 49 points picked up by the Tyranids. Space Swords, I reckon, on 41, but they've got a turn to pick up some points. They're going to get 4. They're going to get 8. How interesting. We'll go on to turn 5 for the Space Swords, or we may well just calculate points here, because I think there's not much else we can do. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I think Space Swords are 1. What a bizarre result. Because 4 points for that. 4 points for the narrowest of margins for holding on to this one. The Tyranids are stuck. There's nothing they can do. They've got 4 models. We've got 5 troops on there. So we do hold that one. We hold that one. We lost that, yes. I'm going to pay my 2 CP, which I've been saving up my CP. I didn't have much to do with them, but I've used them up so that I'm going to shoot from here down to here. If I can get a kill, I'll get 3 points, or even just a wound, I'll pick up another point here for the Space Sword. So resolve that. We'll do it now. I'm going to fire 2 missile launcher shots across here. Double 6. No wounds. Okay. We'll go for bolter shots here. I see 1 wound against the monster, and I can get myself a victory point here. So all hit. 5 to wound. A save of -0. So save of 2+.
1 CP. Yeah.
No problem. Okay, we'll go across here. We'll do pistols first of all. So that's going to be 6 pistols. No wounds. We'll go into combat next. So we're going to go for, this is combat here. Mike's done his attacks and actually killed one of the Marines. Squad leader. 5s. Gets the wound. -3. Ooh. So a save of 5+. This is a victory point, this hit. You know, Mike wants to use a CP right at the end of the game just to block this. No, he calls the wounds, dropping down to 5. And then the last of the Marines, fighting with chainswords. Loads of misses. Can add those back in though, for Savage Fury. And we end on a double 6. -2. 2 4-ups.
Oh, which one passed?
Blocked both, and that is the end of that. I believe the battle is over, and we reckon Space Wolves have victory. I'll give you a final score and a rundown here, but Space Wolves may well have snatched it from the jaws of defeat. Now, Space Wolves have got it by a little bit of a margin here. So, Space Wolves have 1. Points then, just to run through how it's worked out. Strange, but there's been a starvation on primaries a bit for the Tyranids. They still scored every turn, but didn't get as many. None of us picked up the bonuses for deploying the explosives over in table halves. I ran out of time. Mike ran out of time to do that as well. So that is those points coming through there for primaries. Assassination was excellent, maxed out, killed the Warlord, 13 points. Occasional front started to pick up some points for that. Both have struggled to get into each other's halves in this game, 4 points in total. Nephilim data was successful enough, the flanking units helping out both sides, 8 points picked up for that. Space Wolves then, see that stronger on primaries, keeping those points flowing in. Glory Kills was excellent, 14 out of 15 points. Mighty Saga useless because the Warlord died. And then Nephilim data we matched and got 8 points for that. So that's given us 54 points to 49. So if there was a turn 6, we could have looked at planting objectives or explosives, but it just came too late in the day. So it is victory for the Space Wolves here. They've picked themselves up a win. There's some amount of points coming through. 54 is okay. They're not guaranteed to go through, though. It could well be snatched by another faction. As for the Tyranids, I think they're a potential looking at relegation here. They're a potent army, but they've struggled here for points against the Space Wolves, which has come as a surprise, really. They've been ahead in this battle. And Space Wolves have been on the back foot, but just about managed to claim enough points, and then suffered a bad defeat in their first game. So, and that's not Mike's fault. That was my fault. I was in command of the Tyranids in the last battle, and they really suffered in that game. So we can, I'll tell you what we can do. We can update the table now. I'll give you an idea of what it looks like. All right, so this is the table how it is. We've adjusted this table here. We've added on the scores. So Space Wolves, total of 119 points for them. Tyranids, total of 69 points for those. The Tyranids remain at 8th. Drakari drop into 7th, Blood Angels drop into 6th, and Space Wolves going up to 5th place here. Not the best of achievers, but they've got themselves nicely in the middle of the tables. The top 4 armies at the moment is Custodies. They've still got a game in hand. Necrons, Mike's Necrons that is, at Thousand Suns, then Orcs at the top. That's the way the table sits at this stage. It doesn't really matter where you are in the table, because it's just the top 8 will go through and it's a random draw, but just so that you make it through to the top 8 is the main thing. Tyranids are through, but if other factions start joining in here and doing better than the Tyranids, they'll be eliminated from the league. That's the way it sits at this stage. That is the table here for our Season 10 battle reports. So that's the battle. Good slog here. We do like the close combat battles, but in this particular league game, the Imperium triumphs by the closest of margins against the Tyranid threat. Keep a look out for more battle reports here on the channel. Keep a look out for more league games over on YouTube and on YouTube channel membership. Just call out the silver level patrons. That's David Hurd, Denny Wright, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Peter Goodall, Ross Caldwell, William Schwaz, and Zachary Lee. Units of the game: Swarmlord. As if it wasn't so obvious. Well done to him, epic stuff. And then for the Space Wolves, I'm going to give it to the Venerable Dreadnought. What potential and potency that thing had. It really did help the fight in the centre of the table, which stood up against the Tyranid monsters and did well before it was ultimately destroyed. That's units of the game for both sides. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.